title, the more languages you know, the more you are human. Before we start, I would like our teams introduce themselves. So let's start.
My name is Irene.
My name is Stella.
My name is Anna.
My name is Sima.
And please, Team B, introduce yourself.
Feito. I'm Lucy.
I'm Ronella.
And I am Daniela.
Our guest.
And you are guys. Harry, could you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Jan.
I'm Marqueta.
I'm Iris.
I'm Juan.
I'm Juan.
And Marqueta is the president of the jury. She is the student of the last year of the graduation. About our topic. You can start.
Hi, I'm the first speaker of Team A. We're in favor of the idea of knowing more languages makes you more human. Why we are in favor? Well, we're humans, so we're social beings. We have the need to socialize with other people, to feel like realized. So knowing more languages makes us be able to socialize with more people. So if you know more languages, you can talk to others in a better way and in a more coherent way. Because language is a knowledge and we are curious, we want to know everything, having knowledge of other things make us more humans. Because we want to satisfy our curiosity and we always want to do it. So we always need to be learning and learning and learning. So learning languages makes you learn more things about the whole world, because when you learn a language, you also learn about history, about culture, and about the manners they have in each different country.
Okay, thank you. Now you have 1 minute, team B have 1 minute for preparing the questions, and you will ask your questions the first speaker. So 1 minute for preparing the questions. You can ask her to add something to answer your questions.
Well, we understand your position that in our way to see it, our view, is that nowadays learning a new language is like expensive. No, but not everybody can afford it. I mean, in the whole world, more or less, we have like education, public education, but I mean, if you have to learn a language, a very good language, to be a good speaker, you have to do it apart from the school. I know, you know what I mean? So we're like remarking a little bit the fact that not everybody is allowed, can afford studying apart from school another language, and like it's expensive and it requires money, and not everybody can do it, and not everybody can go abroad to socialize with other people. I mean, you can also socialize, you were remarking the fact that of socialization, and you can also socialize in your own country. It's not a requirement. I mean, we don't think that makes you more human. We are not in that position right now. So yeah, that was another thing you want to remark?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, so let's ask your opinion. We will know it. We will want to know it.
When you don't know the language, it's difficult to meet in your culture. Because when you know the language, you ask to whatever you want. Another thing, you are able to travel alone. It's easier for you because, again, you know the language.
Lucy.
Yeah.
So I think that knowledge cannot define you, like with the languages. Okay. So
I think they cannot mark you as a person. Okay? Like for example, my grandpa is a really good human and he can do everything, but he can speak English, you know, and that doesn't define him that he's a worse person, you know. So I think that there are more important things than speaking foreign languages. Okay, actions are more important than your knowledge. That's my thing. That's my point. Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Again, you have 1 minute for the preparations of your arguments.
We are not talking about knowing every single language. We are talking about knowing more than one language. Like if you know 5 languages, you are more human than if you know only one. For example, we are not saying that you have to know every single language.
Point is that I think that it's better to focus on one language. For me, it's English. Than know, for example, 5 different languages.
In the school, you will have to study some language, for example, English. And I think that this is very important for your future life, because you can study in abroad and you don't have to stay in your country.
Okay, I have to say that I am the first one who wants to speak many languages and would like to speak all the languages in the world. But if in school we try to focus only on one, like for example English, another development from our mother tongue, and treat that that language with all due respect and knowing every single fact about them to be good speakers, it would be better than if we try to study 4 languages at the same time and speak.
Speaker overall. But first, I would like to share my personal thoughts and the thoughts of the jury, of course. We thought that the debate was really good, and I personally really like the passion that was here. Because, for example, when we did the debate at our 7 a.m. class, we didn't use as much passion and anger and everything as you did, so that's really good, and I appreciate that because that way it's way more fun. Okay, so let's start with the best speaker from Team A, which is Irene. I think that she set up a really good example of how to that the best speaker was Anna, because yes, sometimes she was a little bit too passionate, but she was really firm in her position, and she was able to engage really well as well as she was listening to the other team, and it looked like she really cared. And so. That being said, the best speaker overall with the most points was again Irene, because yeah, so I think she deserves applause. The best team, the team with the most points. I have to say it was very close. It was only like 40 points apart, but out of 300. But Team A was the winning team.